Welcome to Amplifying Leadership and Tip Thursday with Tara. I am your host, Tara Lehman, a partner, coach, and consultant at Twin Life Coaching and Business Services, of which Amplifying Leadership is a division. I hope to bring you some information or key takeaways you can use to build, advance, or grow your leadership skills through Tip Thursday. First, I want to thank you for following and listening to my podcast. This helps me feel fulfilled, and it means we are learning and growing together as leaders, something we need to do continually. Let's talk today about praise. Giving praise so it matters is extremely important, and giving it when it's due or when a team accomplishes something is also an important time to give praise. Giving praise is more than a simple thank you, although that can work in the in-betweens of giving out more long praise, such as the one I just gave to my listeners. When we give a different type of praise, which I'll explain a little bit in a minute, it can help with motivation, empowerment, employee retention, believe it or not, to even coming up with new and creative ideas. Because people know that you are appreciating what they're doing and they're actually hearing it. So in the praise that I gave today to my listeners, I started with why. The why behind the giving the praise is extremely important. If you come to my office and say, "Hey, Tara, thank you," and walk away, I may not know why you said thank you. So it's important to be specific about why you're giving the praise. In my example, I'm thanking you all for following and listening to my podcast. Then you want to maybe talk a little bit about how it makes you feel. So if somebody finished, maybe a team finished in a project, you might be like, thank you so much for getting that big project done. I really appreciate it. It certainly made me feel a lot lighter because there was so much less work, and now we have a great process in place. So you want to talk about how it makes you feel. In this example, I told you that it made me feel fulfilled and that I'm able to grow and learn, of course, from all of us and the guests. The last piece is to talk about what this gave you as a result. So in the example that I just gave about the team, the result is we finally have a great process in place that we can now all follow, and you can go into a bit more detail. And the one that I shared with you at the beginning of this tip was that we are now all learning and growing as leaders, which is something that we need to do, and that is our result. So it's about starting with the why of your giving praise. Then how does that make you feel? Or perhaps it's not just you, perhaps it's the leadership team if you're talking to your employees. And what are the results? What are the positive things that came out of this? Using those three simple tools is a great way to give more than a thank you. And people may be very, questioning, what is she thanking me for? So my challenge to you is to consider giving praise to one person, whether that be an employee, maybe it's one of your coworkers on your peer level, maybe it's somebody at home. At a minimum, one time per week, one time per day is even better if you can, without needing anything in return. And that's a key piece. If I say thank you for following my podcast, this makes me feel fulfilled, and we all get to learn and grow, I don't expect anything from you. And that is what you need to take away as well. Do not expect a thank you back. This is not the purpose of giving praise. Although it's great, but it is not the purpose. When you do this, it does gain trust with the people around you. It makes them feel fulfilled, empowered, knowing they did something great, motivated to move on to that next big project or thing or whatever it is you're giving praise for, which can all help with people feeling welcome, heard, and included. That means better employee retention, which all can obviously lead to hopefully those cost reductions for ideas they bring to you, but definitely the bottom line. So remember that giving praise is more than a thank you. State why you're giving the praise, how it makes you or your team or whomever is giving the praise feel, and what those awesome results are. That's our tip for today. If you are wanting to develop your skills, or perhaps you want to join a supportive leadership community, please visit amplifyingleadership.ca, a Twin Life Coaching and Business Services division. Until next time, please be safe and be an amazing leader or leader to be.